Hey guys, it's Jack Spiral123 and welcome back to Monster Hunter World. Last time we finally took on the Pink Rathian and today we are heading to the Everstream to meet up with the Admiral. Before that we should probably eat, not knowing if we're going to have a fight or not there. And before that we're going to talk to all the exclamation marks, except for that blue one if you see on our little mini-map. Right over there, there's a blue exclamation mark. That is something we really don't want to do yet, because that is a special quest. Anyways. Oh, hey there, Hunter. A moment if you don't mind, dear. The other day, after a grueling bout of intense research, I figured out how to meld new decorations. Just say the word and I'll show you what I've learned. So, what can I meld for you? So, she can now meld ice resistance, thunder resistance, frost, and bolt. These will make it so we can increase our frost and thunder damage if we need it at all. Sadly we don't, so that's kind of not helpful to us. We also got some new things we can craft here called gems. We don't have anything we can use yet because we haven't gotten any other items for it, but it's an option now and it's going to be helpful in the future. The captain isn't back yet. I was going to show that off. I was doing stuff off cam and he was there, but I guess he went off. I hear the Admiral got his hook in you. Ha ha ha. Good luck there, buddy. What do you need? So he also updated his shop. I was talking to him earlier, so it did remove the exclamation marks. The changes are gunpowder level 3 and a few more ammo types like cluster bomb 2 if I am not mistaken. Sadly, we don't need to buy any of these because we're pretty set on ammos. So that will be fine. We're pretty much complete on the ammos we can buy from him. I don't think he's going to update anymore. Next up, we've got the person over here. I forgot his name. Laid back botanist.
That's right.
Can I ask you a favor? I think I see a way to make the harvest box bigger. It should be easy enough, but I need your help. I told the head honchos what materials I need delivered. Help out when you can, and we'll have a greater harvest in no time. So we need to get a torrent sack, which we can get from Juratodus. I think Juratodus is the only monster that can give a hydro sack at the moment. So we could go hunt some of him for that. However, that's high rank Juratodus, so we aren't going to get it from low rank ones. Anyways, so let's go eat, and then we'll head off on our expedition. Now, I was doing stuff off cam, so I'm going to be having that play in the top corner like we did that last time. I did notice while we were doing stuff off cam that there were special blue tracks in the Wildspire and Ancient Forest. These are actually the quests after the quest we are doing, or the quest after our next assigned hunt. It's kind of interesting that we had that available to us. I was kind of shocked when I saw it. But we could start getting a head start on that. However, I'm going to use those for side episodes. So I'm not going to be collecting too many of them. I just got some of the first ones I saw because if we can get it done sooner, that's better. There's only 2 monsters that I really need to look into. Anyways, so we're heading to the Everstream, and I'll see you guys after this cutscene and dialogue.
You made it. On time, too. I like that.
Hey, isn't that's where we led Zora Magdaros out to sea?
Exactly. Come on, follow me. Wait, I never introduced myself, did I? I'm the Admiral, the Commission's top dog. Of course, I leave the day-to-day stuff to the commander. I'm not much for being tied down, see? Anyway, I was chasing down this monster when I stumbled upon this place I'm about to show you.
What monster?
Nergigante. After Zora Magdaros vanished into the sea, Nergigante disappeared too. So I decided to track it down, and this is where it led me. A gap in the earth that was probably wrenched open by Zora.
Did you find Nergigante?
I expect to, and not far ahead. Yeah.
This is the Everstream. Now, people find this quest fairly annoying because we can only walk. However, now we're allowed to run once we reach a certain point. It is pretty big. It's going to take us a bit of time to go through all of this. However, this is a place we can go back to some extent.
Whoa, this place is amazing. Look at the streams. You can feel it in your bones, right? Something is a-stirring.
That's because the Everstream is just pulsing with incredible amounts of energy. All those crazy tough monsters you tangled with, they must have come from deeper within.
Why? What's here?
You'll see. Zora riled something up when it visited the New World. Something that runs deep. Got us to come to the New World. Nergigante, too.
So like they said, Nergigante came from the old world.
Now we'll find out what we're dealing with. Get ready. Things are about to move real fast.
Yes, sir.
Now, it is not 100% confirmed if Nergigante does come from the old world or not. However, from that dialogue, it is speculated that he does, and just followed Zora Magdaros here. That being said, though, he hasn't appeared in any other game, so...
We're almost there.
It's very likely Nergigante is from the New World and just was hidden. Okay, so we got ahead of them. So we're just going to come over here. We could have captured those geckos with our bug net. Rip.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
There's so many of these crystals in here, you're likely to trip on them.
Some of them are huge. How do they form?
Beats the heck out of me, but I'll tell you what. This place is sizzling with bioenergy. And that means the monsters around here are tougher than Nova crystals.
Admiral, there's something that's been bothering me.
Which is?
Why was Zora Magdaros tunneling in here instead of simply dying in the Vale? Was something here luring it in?
Who knows, kid? But we do have one clue. Nergigante.
You're right. Nergigante and Zora Magdaros. We've always seen them together. It must have had its own reason for coming.
And not just him, either. Fact is, loads of powerful monsters have holed themselves up in here. We need to track them one by one. And maybe we might just find a pattern.
Right.
Of course I'm right. Now get ready. You ready?
Good, you're all ready. Now listen carefully. Here's what we're going to do. It's ridiculously simple. First, we're going to take a little stroll in the Elder's Recess. Then we're going to study the monsters that live there. And lastly, we're going to scout out Nergigante tracks. Easy, right? Stroll, study, scout. You ready? Of course! You're ready. Time to move. Find Nergigante by gathering its tracks, which your scout flies react to by turning blue, and by investigating all of the large monsters that dwell within the Elder Recess by sighting them. Once that's done, accept a high-rank expedition and optional quests around the world to gather Nergigante tracks and pinpoint its habitat. Once you've collected enough Nergigante research points, report back to the ecological research, and a new assignment will be issued. this will be our first big Elder Dragon
It all
we'll be
makes
getting.
sense now. Get those legs moving. You've got monster hunting to do.
So this is our final map we will be going to until the DLC. And also besides the little side maps that we can't really explore too well. Now, I'm going to be doing my voiceover while I gather stuff here and go around. However, we will be getting multiple monster cutscenes. So every time I get one, I will pause talking in order to, well, show it off. Now, before that, there is one right here. A nergigante spine. As you see, our scout flies are blue. And this is big help. A big help. See, we got so much from just that one. Anyways, just right ahead, we're going to get a cutscene. This is the Ergon. Now, I did say I was going to do voiceovers over everything as we come across them. However, Ergon's going to be a little bit of a special case. And also, I'll just actually go to all the cutscenes. I kind of want to get Ergon off my back, so we're going to hit that and run this way. Ergon will walk into it, and he'll be paralyzed. So now we're free to roam. And the next cutscene is right over here. And we're going to get right on it. These are cool chill shrooms. Sorry, I thought they were called cool shrooms for some reason. Anyways, chill shrooms make it so we can make cool drinks, which make it so we can go into the warm habitats of the Elder's Recess. Now right over there is a little bit of a blocked off path. We're going to ignore that. And right down here is our next cutscene. This is Dodogama. He's another incredibly easy monster. Now we want to ignore him for just a quick second in order to gather this. Oh.
Looks like you've been hit with blast blight. You better do something before you get blown to smithereens.
So that just goes to show you what blast blight is. Now I do want to get rid of Dodogama, so we're just going to roll to the side. He does sound like a whale, which I absolutely love. Anyways, go over there, Dodogama. That sends him running away for a bit, giving me time to harvest this. Not actually. Okay, well, Dodogama's not going to leave us alone. I thought I could throw him away and not have to worry about it, but I guess that didn't work out too well. Oh well. So let's just gather this now, right in front of him.
Nergigante has been here. We're
Ow.
on the right track.
Dodo. Anyways, now we want to drink a cool drink and come down over here for our next monster. Now, all the monsters we'll run into will be aggressive at the start, despite not being part of their nature. For example, Dodogama is actually neutral. He will attack us so during these cutscenes. So let's just head over here to our next cutscene. That is leficioth, which we will be talking about in later videos when we actually deal with him. But for now, that was it for those. So we're just going to hop across these little lava areas. And I'm going to let Future Jack talk about things while I collect resources and do my own stuff like normal. So see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, Future Jack here. So this is the Elder's Recess, by far one of my favorite maps. However, when I was looking for the information for this, the description doesn't seem right, which is kind of weird. The sub areas are a little all over the place. The hazards are a little crazy. And yeah, large monsters, you know, usual stuff. So let's start things off. This is the Elder's Recess. It's got sub areas in Southern Camp 1, Eastern Camp 8, and Northwest Camp 16. Now, I was only able to get Eastern Camp 8, I believe, because Northwest Camp 16, you gotta wait till we deal with a certain somebody to unlock. Now, the hazards about this map are the extreme heat in the lava. The extreme heat, you need to drink a cool drink, which you can get from chill shrooms, to remove. I think I explained that during my little walkthrough. Honestly, I am trying to speed edit because I've got stuff I gotta do today. And there was also lava. Lava depletes your HP while standing in it. Now, there's also a lava sprout in section 7, which I don't know if I marked down. I don't believe I did. So the lava spout, it will erupt from time to time. If a monster is standing in it, it will take about 150 damage per second, and a player will be sent flying. Now, you can't really use this to your advantage. Honestly, I just try, if it sets off, I place a trap where it is and hope that the monster gets stuck in it. Otherwise, I just pray that I don't get caught up in the lava and the monster walks into it. There's also paratoads, nitro toads, flash flies, you know, the usual. And there is also air pressure, which, like in the Coral Highlands, we can use a gliding mantle to abuse. That is in Sector 4, which is at the very top of the mountain. I go up there to look for resources and stuff. There are also suspended boulders, which are actually suspended crystals, which we can hit with a slinger pod in order to knock down. There are 2 of them exactly, so use those to your discretion. There is also a wiggly lichy, which is at the very start, and the lava wall, which is where Teostra and Lunastra live behind. The lava wall will only be available if there is a Teostra or Lunastra on the map at a time, so that's something kind of important. There's also a breakable wall, which is nergigantes, which you can only get behind if you are having a nergigante on the map. Now, some interesting things about the Elder's Recess is it is only high rank and master rank. There is no low rank for this map, which is kind of cool. Makes it a little intense. So you might run into a bit of problems when you're just getting into it. However, if you play smart, you know what you're doing, then you should be fine. All the monsters that live here are also incredibly powerful. Usually, there is not a single early game monster here. The only easy monster I would say that is on this map is Dodogama. Everything else is ridiculously strong. Now, the main ones we want to talk about are Elder Dragons. I'm pretty sure all Elder Dragons except one can spawn on this map or be around it. They will not be around if you are like low rank and high rank. You gotta actually complete some certain quests in order to enable the Elder Dragons to be wandering around on it. Now let's quickly talk about the small monsters. We've got Barnos, which I pick a fight with and turns into pretty hecticness. Gajalaka, Gastodon, and Thespoids. Gastodon we haven't talked about before. They're very similar to Kestodon, except they're a little bit hairy. There is a difference between the male and female, however, it is not enough to make 2 different models for them. The materials, or also Kestodon or Gastodon, are very aggressive. Gastodon are also, well, related to Kestodon. There are also 2 materials you should be looking out for, which are the fire cells and the chill shrooms. Other than that, you can get some pretty useful things like fusium ore and other such unique items to it, which will help you upgrade your armor. So look for those at your own discretion. Now, the apex monster of the Elder's Recess is kind of unique. Its apex predator is the Brachydios. Now, Brachydios only comes into play when you have Iceborne. So if you do not have Iceborne and post or before Iceborne, there is no apex predator, which is kind of interesting. And it also makes it kind of cool when you run into Brachydios for your first time, if you understand this. Now, like I said earlier, there are stalactites, but also if you see these stalagmites, I said stalactites when there's stalagmites, they're kind of coming up from under the ground. They are in Sector 8, and you can use these to jump off to mount the monster. I use these quite often in order to do this, not in this playthrough, but I do it in my free time. Now, something cool that they don't really talk about is the crystals in the Elder's Recess. These are bioenergy crystals. They are made from elder dragons and other monsters that have died. They enable the hunter to use them for, well, armor and so on. Now, the interesting thing about these bioenergy crystals is that every monster produces bioenergy, and these ones are produced when the monster dies and produces its bioenergy. It makes it kind of interesting. Now, the Coral Highland is fed from the veil of its bioenergy, so the Coral Highland is pretty much a growing mass from it. But the Elder's Recess is condensed bioenergy, which means there is something absorbing this condensed energy, which we will see when we finally beat the playthrough. Anyways, so that's about it for the Elder's Recess. I hope you enjoyed this explanation, and I will see you guys in a future video. Bye! Yes.
Nergigante doing here? Well, what matters is we're hot on its tail.
Did you find it? Then let's head back to Astera.
Okay, well, hopefully I had enough time to explain everything and wasn't rushed at all. We can deal with Nergigante, but I want to do that in tomorrow's video, because Nergi's kind of an elder dragon, and we haven't done any of those yet at all. So it would be a really big deal to just jump into an elder dragon fight when we've already recorded for about 20 minutes or so. So let's return from expedition, and there's something else we can do instead. So I remember in, I think it was a hunting horn episode, I tried to get a special event to happen. And in order to get that event, I actually need to be on an expedition, which I didn't think about at the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what I wanted to back then and just go on an expedition to the ancient forest, the Wildspire Waste, and we can't quite do the Rotten Vale because I don't fully remember it off the top of my head, but we will also do the Coral Highlands. So I will see you guys unless there's a cutscene here, which there is. Oh, you're back. I have something urgent to tell you. I've received quite a few unsettling reports from the field team that elder dragons are showing up across the regions. And these reports started pouring in around the same time that you were out investigating the Elder's Recess. That leads me to believe there's some connection to whatever Nergigante is up to.
You can do this.
I want you to keep looking into what that connection might be. I'll work from my end to gather more information about the Elder Dragons and determine the appropriate response.
I think we have enough data on Nergigante now. Want to report to ecological research?
So we gotta speak to ecological research. So let's quickly do that before... Actually, no. We'll leave it for tomorrow's video. For now, we're just going to head over here. Oh, wait. There's something actually really big I want to do first. So, if you guys remember, we haven't upgraded our light bowgun in a while. Since we fought low-rank Dodogama, I believe. And that's not so good, since our weapon's only like rank 4, rank 5 right now. Rank 4. That's not going to do it against an Elder Dragon. So let's come over here. Upgrade equipment. And let's get this thing to rank 5. We gathered some quantity bones while we were out so we could upgrade. And now we only got 2 upgrades left. Now we also want to quickly see if there's anything we can do for our Palico. Sadly not. And customize our bowgun to add a new slot. I could do another reload assist, which would turn everything to fast, which would be really helpful. Or I can do recoil suppression, which would also be helpful. But personally, I want to get some damage in here. Close range up. This will make it so our attack power is a little better and we can do it at a closer range. That's going to help us out a lot in future hunts, in the sense that I like using my light bowgun a little bit closer up than most do. And here we go. And let's head to our locations that I want to go to. So I will see you guys at those. Okay. And actually, I just saw blue bugs, or blue scout flies. That means that one of the Elder Dragon stuff is nearby. Sadly, I'm going to be ignoring it for right now, because we will find the Bugtrappers, which should be around here somewhere. Sorry it's night and it's going to be a little more difficult to see, but hopefully it's not going to cause too much problem to find. Now these guys are really sneaky. They are pretty difficult to find, so I'm unpause the video when I do find him. Okay, so actually I made it so my scout flies will take me towards where it is. To do that, I simply opened up my map, and there he is. He's heading this way, so we just gotta follow him. So I opened up my map like this, and I just took this and hit my follow icon on that, which is our R3 for me. I believe he is heading this way. It's really difficult for me to see right now because my monitor is a little tilted up. Let's go and walk past our camp here and head in a straight line. And up we go with the cat buddy. Where is he? There he is. Okay, so all we gotta do is head the same direction where he's going, which is just up here. Okay, so don't jump ahead of the cat. I gotta go down. There we go. And now he went up. And is he behind us? I believe he's ahead of us. Hopefully. Okay, yes, we're good. Nya, nya, nya. Okay, fine, I'll hear you out. What business do you have with the Bugtrappers? Nya, nya, nya. We're here on an investigation, and we could really use your help. Nya, nya, nya. We hoped we could be friends. Nya, nya, nya. Friends? You wish to become a member of the Bugtrappers? Nya, nya. And the other one wants this as well? Nya, nya, nya. Oh yes, my Meowster is the bravest fighter in the whole research commission. Nya, nya, nya. You are fleet on foot and you know the forest paths. I suppose you are qualified? Nya, nya. Very well, we welcome you into the Bugtrappers. Nya, nya, thank you. Oh, thank you. Nya, nya. Our warriors carry this gadget as a symbol of our tribe. Take it well. Nya, nya. When you need help, call on us. We will answer. So we unlock the flash fly cage. This allows us to use the flash fly skill, gadget, stuff. I will be explaining those in a bonus video. I was honestly going to do all of these in a bonus episode, but we got time. Now, I'm not going to go any further like I said I was going to. I am kind of strapped on time right now. So we'll do one per the next coming videos. So next video, we're going to do the Wildspire Waste. This video was just the Bugtrappers. Okay, so that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it at all and want to see more, why not consider subscribing to my channel? It would keep you up to date on the future videos and it would really help me out. In tomorrow's video, we will be speaking to the chief ecological researcher, taking on Nergigante, and gaining the next Palico Skill. As for today, that's going to be it. Off cam, I am going to gather some materials that we can show off tomorrow. Anyways, I'm JackSparrow123, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!